Hey guys, it's Caleb, and this is going to be day 10 of the project. So let's jump right into it. Today, we're going to be talking about abusing grace. So we're going to open up into the book of Romans and get this started. So first off, we're going to read into 3:23 through 3:24. For all have sinned and fall short of the glory of God, and all are justified freely by his grace through the redemption that came by the cross. So, go back to my notes over here. But even though we are all saved and redeemed, it's important to know that that does not give us permission to sin. So grace is a lot different from just forgive and forget. Grace is him saying, thank you for repenting and make better of yourself with the opportunity that I've given you today. It's not just, okay, I repented, God's going to give me grace, let's do it again next Friday night. You know what I'm saying? It's different. But yeah, a more dangerous question is like when people ask, if grace covers my sin, why don't I just sin more since it's going to be okay? But in 6:1 we read, what shall we say then? Shall we go on sinning so that grace may increase? This is kind of the heart of abusing grace. In 6:2 Paul says, by no means, we are those who have died to sin. How can we live in it any longer? Grace does not excuse the sin, is what we're trying to get at here. And it kills our attachment to God himself. It kills our relationship slowly over time when we keep sinning, even if he's giving us grace. Grace changes the identity, but it doesn't change the consequence. You know what I'm saying? We should still feel bad. We should still try to better ourselves. In Romans 6:6 we see, for we know that our old self was crucified with him so that the body ruled by sin might be done away with. This just shows that grace isn't like a cover-up. It's more of a change-up. It should be just like how Jesus sacrificed himself on the cross. It should be a way of us saying goodbye to our old selves and trying to move forward. So grace kind of trains us how to live. In Romans 6:14 we see, for sin shall no longer be your master, because you are not under the law, but under grace. Grace doesn't remove the standards, it gives power to meet them, if you understand what I'm saying. We're warned about grace many times throughout the Bible. Peter even warns us in his book, and when he talks in 2 Peter 2:19, when he says, they promise them freedom while they themselves are slaves of depravity, and it goes on a little more into detail there. But, it's just some people use the term freedom as an excuse to stay enslaved in sin. Some people say that, we're God's children and he wants us all to be free and live our best lives so we can just stay in sin, and then because we believe in him, it's all going to be okay. But that's just not how it works. So I hope, to wrap it up, my only note for you guys is to remember what grace is versus what grace isn't. Grace is not a free pass to sin. It's a backup plan for when you do sin. It's not an excuse to keep living in sin. And remember that grace is a road to freedom, holiness, and changes that you should desire. In Romans 6:22, but now that you have been set free from sin and have become slaves of God, the benefit you reap leads to holiness. So as a challenge to you guys, I want you to just listen to this and remember how grace has saved you. And in Romans 12:1, offer your bodies as a living sacrifice. We should try to be living our best lives and living with Jesus. So truly think about that and remember all the opportunities that he's given you, all of the blessings that he's given you in your life, and what you want to look in the mirror and see. So thank you guys so much for watching. And as always, don't forget to pray today.